It was a warm July morning in 1518 in the city of Strasbourg, in modern-day France. The streets were alive with the hustle and bustle of daily life, but soon, something utterly bizarre would grip the city, leaving it both terrified and baffled. It started with a single woman named Frau Trophia, who stepped into the street and began to dance. At first, the townsfolk thought it was harmless, a display of joy or perhaps madness. But as the hours turned into days, her relentless dancing became a spectacle, then a concern. Frau Trophia couldn't stop. Within days, her strange behavior spread. By the end of the week, dozens of people were dancing uncontrollably in the streets. Men, women, and even children joined the strange, involuntary dance. There was no music, no festival, no celebration. The dancers' faces were twisted in anguish, their bodies moving to an unheard rhythm. They begged for relief but couldn't stop, as if possessed by an unseen force. The townsfolk were horrified. What could cause such bizarre behavior? The victims danced until their feet were bloody, their bodies were bruised, and exhaustion overtook them. Many collapsed, and some even died from heart attacks, strokes, or sheer exhaustion. The local authorities, desperate to find a solution, turned to physicians for answers. At the time, medicine was a mix of rudimentary science and superstition. Doctors diagnosed the dancers with hot blood, a condition believed to overheat the body, compelling the afflicted to move. Their prescription? More dancing. The city hired musicians and cleared out spaces to create designated dancing areas. They hoped that allowing the afflicted to dance freely would help them dance out the illness. But instead of resolving the crisis, it made things worse. Hundreds more joined in, their movements frantic and uncontrollable. The dancing plague of 1518 remains one of history's most mysterious events. Historians and scientists have debated its cause for centuries. Several theories have been proposed, each more fascinating than the last. One popular explanation is mass hysteria, also known as collective psychogenic illness. Life in 16th century Strasbourg was harsh, plagued by famine, disease, and political unrest. It's believed that the immense stress and fear of the time may have triggered a psychological breakdown in the community, manifesting as uncontrollable dancing. Another theory involves ergot poisoning. Ergot is a toxic fungus that grows on damp rye and produces chemicals similar to LSD. Consuming bread made from contaminated rye could have caused hallucinations, convulsions, and bizarre behavior. However, this theory has its flaws. Ergot poisoning typically causes paralysis, not prolonged dancing. Others point to religious fervor or even supernatural explanations. At the time, the people of Strasbourg were deeply religious, and some believed the plague was a curse from Saint Vitus, the patron saint of dancers. It was thought that the afflicted were being punished for their sins and that only prayer and penance could save them. By the end of the summer, the dancing gradually ceased. The city organized a pilgrimage to a shrine dedicated to Saint Vitus, where the remaining dancers were blessed and offered prayers. Miraculously, this seemed to bring an end to the strange phenomenon. But the scars it left on Strasbourg's memory would endure for centuries. The dancing plague of 1518 remains a chilling reminder of the power of the human mind and the mysterious forces that can grip communities. Was it a psychological response to unbearable stress, a physical reaction to contaminated food, or something more mysterious? To this day, no single explanation has been universally accepted. But one thing is certain: the dancing plague of 1518 is a story that captures the imagination. It's a testament to how the human spirit, when pushed to its limits, can respond in the strangest of ways. So, the next time you hear about a phenomenon that seems impossible to explain, remember the people of Strasbourg and their haunting, involuntary dance. Could something similar happen today? Perhaps the real mystery isn't why they danced, but why we're still so captivated by their story centuries later.